Hello everybody and welcome to another Ghost Recon Wildlands video. And I kind of said in my previous video that I wanted to go over gameplay this time around. So that's exactly what I'm bringing you, is nothing but gameplay. And I'm going to show some of the things you can do in the beta as far as little objectives like these, which I'll go into later, details showing you what goes on. But you're going to see a lot of beta things just like that. I would even say beta. Like I said in the previous, again, they call it a technical test. So there are some technical test-like issues with gameplay and with the way that it handles certain things that happened, and this is mostly all in co-op. The only thing that's not in co-op is about the last minute. That was straight single player, but everything else is co-op. I was playing with a buddy of mine, and it was fun from what I was enjoying. What you will see though, sadly, is the fact that I still at this time did not have a hang of the gameplay, so I was playing very weirdly. I didn't know how to switch shoulders yet, so I was pretty much stuck on my left shoulder because I didn't know what buttons to press. And my sniper was my friend while I was scouting, which was actually really fun. I did like doing that. I would love to do more of that, hopefully, to do that type of co-op gameplay. That's not something that you can do in many games. So Ghost Recon Wildlands, as it stands right now, to me is something that's not really on the market, especially on Xbox One. Mostly, I guess, just straight up on next-gen consoles or current consoles, whatever you want to call it. There's nothing really that plays like this in terms of the open world capacity and the things that you can do. I mean, if you want, you could compare it to like Far Cry 4 and stuff like that, but that's a completely different entity in my opinion. It just plays completely differently. I wanted to also showcase more sides of gameplay that aren't really shown. So driving, the scenery, how the game looks, things like that, you will see. I do take some sort of scenic type of shots where you kind of see me just driving around doing these type of things, so you could get a look at the environment. This game does look gorgeous. I know a lot of people complained about it, saying that it does not look great. I think it looks absolutely wonderful. If you actually play this for yourself on your TV and look at it, it does look amazing. The video might not do it justice, but it looks amazing. Scenery is amazing. The way that they can add that much vegetation and make it look as lush and colorful as possible in most areas is really, really good. They again, kudos to Ubisoft. They did an amazing job when it comes to the technical standpoint from where this game stands on. Again, it might not, I know a lot of people are going to be super skeptical and they're going to be like, oh, but the game's not that great and stuff like that. For the size that this game provides, for how massive this game is huge. I mean, when I mean this game is huge, I mean that this is only one playable area, and there's 21 of these. 21 areas of this exact size, or maybe even bigger. It's unbelievable to even think about how massive this map is. I cannot wait to explore it to see just exactly what we can do. And again, you will see some bugs like this, she just happened to have no arms. It was pretty great, but the CGI looks pretty solid. The graphics for the CGI in-game, Sally, CGI, or I mean CGI, the cinematics are not sort of in-game, I guess you can say. They do look like they were rendered beforehand, but nevertheless, it looks amazing. This is also the gunsmith. This was brought back from Future Soldier, and it is, if you remember anything from Future Soldier, it is exactly that system. Probably cranked up maybe 2 or 3 times extra. There's a lot more that you can customize. There's a lot more weapons. Man, there's dozens and dozens of weapons, and I'm pretty sure, again, this is only the beta. There's this much to play with in the beta, so it's kind of nuts how much we can access, how much we can mess around with and just look about with. As you can see, I didn't really go through the weapons, but there's tons of shotguns, sidearms, snipers, SMGs, things like that, just all across the board. LMGs, anything you can really imagine. Tons of attachments, underbarrels, grenade launchers, sniper scopes, things like, it's just, I can go on and make a video just going on about the customization for the weapons alone. Also, if you did not check the customization or the character customization, I made a video about it previously. It will be the video before this one. Check it out if you're interested. It's a little bit long because there is a lot of customization, and I took my time. For anyone who does not have access to the beta and has not been able to see any of the content, I did not go through that with this because I was pretty much just playing and trying to get some more gameplay because I wanted to play. I didn't really get much time to play. I was kind of just thinking what to do and what videos to make and what to crank out at the time. So this is also a playable area that will be in the full game. This is another sort of different type of scenery. This is not something that you're able to see in the beta. I died immediately when that happened, but it's more of a tropical looking landscape. I cannot wait to see that area. I like those type of areas in video games. I do like tropical landscapes. I was a massive fan of Far Cry 3. did not play Far Cry 4, but Far Cry 3 hit it home for me because I just love the way the landscape looked. I love the gameplay and elements as well. So most of that does seep into this game. So if you did play Far Cry 3, you will see some objectives and some gameplay elements linger over into this. Just like every Ubisoft game, there's collectibles, such things like that. This game is very collectible heavy. You capture these VIPs, or I wouldn't even say capture, but you interrogate these VIPs, and then some of them immediately give you intel for missions, story missions, but others are like side mission intels where you can grab onto them and you can look for maybe if you want skill points or if you want resources to buy certain upgrades, because upgrades run off resources. So it's medical resources. Man, I don't even remember all of them, but there's I think there's 3 or 4 different type of resources, and you need different resources to do different things. So if you want to upgrade weapons, or as you saw, there was a medical convoy, things like that. There's a lot of these convoys that when you complete them, you will get points that will be allotted to, for when you want to upgrade. So you need a good amount. It's like 500 or so for certain upgrades. So it's kind of hard to grab a hold of those in the beta because they like to go out of bounds and out of the map, so you don't really get to get those to upgrade the things that you want to upgrade right now. So there's not crazy upgrading currently in the beta, which is fine with me. I don't mind that at all. I like to just play the game. I kind of want to invest myself when the game fully comes out. Again, some more scenery for you all that may not see how the game looks. I think it looks gorgeous, so I kind of just slipped this in there just to get a little bit more gameplay. But I love so far how the customization is handling for the character customization. In terms of the RPG elements of the game, and what I mean by RPG elements is that you can customize your sprint speed, you can customize team stats, so like team resilience, so like if you want your teammates to take less damage, if you want them to be healed more, things like that, you can do those types of customization. You can put points into those trees and they will do certain things like that. Sprint speed, so you can sprint longer, magazine size, hip fire accuracy, things like that. These are just, I wouldn't say general aspects, but there's a lot towards it. There's a lot of character building. So if you want to, I wouldn't say build towards a certain playstyle, because I wouldn't say that there's certain playstyles, but you can really dedicate yourself to one area, control that one area, get as many points and as many XP as you can grab, and then you can just pretty much throw that on your character and then just really get ahead of the other provinces, they're called, which are the other 21 levels in the game. So again, when you do happen to reach certain areas in the game or other provinces, the difficulty pretty much spikes up. So what that means is that once you hit certain other provinces, they will have better gear, they will have harder enemies, they will be more armored, so they'll be more difficult to kill, things like that. And this is another resource, gasoline. This will be used for, not really sure actually, because I actually have never really seen what you would use gasoline for. But you are able to customize your weapons. So if you want, you can. I think once you hit level 5, which is because each customization runs off a tree system. You get like things like grenade launchers, ammo capacities, a new type of suppressor called the ADV suppressor. Removes the damage reduction of suppressors. That's pretty neat actually. Let's see, what is VHS destruction? Increases damage done to vehicles. That's another upgrade. You can upgrade your drone to get night vision. Noisemaker, thermal vision. You can make it more armored. You can make it have EMPs, explosives, things like that. It's just massive. There's just so much you could do. Item customization, parachutes. You can get C4s, frags, binoculars, thermal vision, flare guns. The list just goes on and on and on. And squad upgrades. You can even get rebels, so you can have rebels on your team to really pretty much just fight for you. You can even upgrade your AI actually, which makes your AI better at fighting, and they actually revive, or they actually get a second revive. So usually they can only revive you once in a fight. You get a second revive in a fight, which is pretty useful. Actually, really excited to see that. Rebel support, you can get, wow, I didn't even realize this. You have this in-game wheel where the rebels will help you, so they can get you spotting, mortars, you can get vehicle drop-off, things like that. Again, this game has a ton of customization. There's so much to it. It's absolutely mental. I cannot wait to play the full game and get my hands on all of this content. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and you hopefully either get beta access or check out the game. I highly suggest to give this game a chance. This is Ghost Recon's a game that hasn't really gotten much love in years. So I really do hope that this new community of players, especially people who are coming from things like Siege and The Division, to come and play this game, because it is worth it in my opinion. From the amount of beta time I've played alone, I think it's amazing, and I cannot wait to get my hands on a full game. Once again, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I hope it was informative. Take care.